Hello there, welcome to our Language Mantra channel. This is Basic English course, session number 21. The other day we discussed the three major divisions of the tense in the English language. That is past tense, present tense and future tense. Each of these three major divisions again subdivided into four groups: simple present, simple past, simple future, or present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, etc. etc. Today we discuss especially first category, that is simple present tense. Sometimes this is also called present indefinite tense. This is the most frequently used tense form, number one. And number two, this is the most flexible of all the tense forms in the English language. Why flexible? It encroaches sometime on the past. It encroaches sometimes on the future also. This is something very special about this particular form of tense. Now let's see its scope and its areas where we can use this particular form of tense, that is simple present tense, or sometimes it is called present indefinite tense. So let's see. This is what we have today. We have 7 points. Number one, now is in focus. That is quite obvious. This is simple present tense, means present time is in focus. It is quite understood. When we say he is a good man, or he is a good doctor, or he is not a good doctor, this is understood. We are speaking about somebody. Another example, my mother is 70 years old. So this is a very simple statement of fact. In these cases, normally we use simple present tense. Number two, universal truth or general truth. There are certain things that are accepted by each and everybody. When you say sun rises in the east, there is no question of dispute. In that case, you can put it in the simple present tense. Now another example, honesty is the best policy. Well, in practical situation, maybe sometimes we deviate from this principle, but theoretically speaking, this is accepted by each and everybody. Honesty is the best policy. So this is something, or this type of universal truth we can put into this particular tense format, that is simple present tense. Now, habit or repeated action. Something is taking place regularly. Something I have a habit of, I have developed a kind of habit in something. In that case, simple present tense is the most appropriate phrase. For example, he gets up at 7 in the morning. It is his habit, he does it frequently. So in this case, this particular form of tense we can use. Another example, do you smoke? This is an interrogative sentence, but that does not matter. In simple present tense, interrogative sentence is valid, negative sentence is valid, and affirmative sentence is also valid. If you put it into affirmative sentence, what will happen? Do you smoke means either he smokes or he does not smoke. If he smokes, okay, it's a bad habit, but habit. And if he does not smoke, it's a good habit, and again it's a habit. So when you are speaking of some habit or repeated action, then it is used in simple present tense. Now next, future schedule, timetable, etc. Future schedule means something that has not yet taken place, that is supposed to take place in future, but that something will take place, that much is decided. In that case, it is a question of schedule or timetable. My train starts at 7 in the morning next day. My train starts at 4 tomorrow morning. We have already mentioned the word tomorrow. That means it will take place tomorrow. This is an example of future tense. But since the time is already decided in the present tense, I can use simple present tense. So this is the flexibility of this particular tense. The school remains closed next week. This is already decided that the school will remain closed. You can use the school will remain closed, no problem. But if you say the school remains closed next week, this is good English, because some future action that is already decided in the present time, we can use this form of simple tense format. Now, story of a book or film. Suppose I am narrating a story of, say, story of Hamlet, or say the film that is Pi. In that case, when I tell it to the students or to the children, I can use this simple present tense format. Hamlet kills his uncle. Hamlet killed his uncle, say, 1,000 years before, maybe. But I say today, Hamlet kills his uncle. Why? Because I am telling a story. That story is living in the present time. Now, Pi shares a boat with a tiger. You know the story of Pi. It's a film, famous film. So Pi, a character, he had to stay in a boat with a tiger. When I tell the story to children, I say Pi had to, or Pi shares a boat with a tiger. Pi shares a boat with a tiger. This is simple present tense. Now, anything else? The verb associated with feeling, thought, reaction at this moment, that is also stated in this format, that is simple present tense. For example, he looks panicky. It is my impression, it is my feeling that he looks panicky. Maybe he is looking panicky, maybe more appropriate, but I don't say that. I say he looks panicky. This format is quite good. Isn't it a horrible scene? I ask somebody. I feel that that scene is very much horrible. And I ask somebody else also. Isn't it a very horrible scene? Because this is my feeling. This is my reaction to a story. So this is, I state in this particular tense format, that is simple present tense. Now, I feel drowsy after a lunch. This is also feeling. I feel drowsy after a lunch. Then commentary on radio and television. You are fond of sports and games nowadays. Maybe you watch cricket game or any form of sports, no problem. Nowadays, it has been a very common practice to telecast the game, and normally you are fond of watching these games in television. When we were young, we didn't have that option. We used to listen to radios. But what actually happened is that something is taking place before somebody's eyes, and he is trying to retell what is happening. It's a kind of a relay. So what happens here? Commentary on radio. Suppose a cricket game is going on. Now a bowler is going to bowl the next ball. Here comes the bowler. Bowls a quicker one. The batsman drives the ball on the offside. You see the verbs. Comes, bowls, drives. All these are present indefinite tense. Simple present tense is used. So we have almost 7 areas where we can use this present indefinite tense or simple present tense format. I think this is enough today. There are certain other things that we should discuss maybe in the next class if possible. So As usual, we request you to watch the video fully, share it, comment on it, subscribe our channel, and if you have any queries, please write back to us. We'll be glad to answer your queries. So thank you. Till we meet again.